Good, happy Sunday morning, everyone. It is Sunday, September 13, 2020. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday, everyone. Let's begin this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. You know it's Sunday, and that is when we bring you a lot of political news on your Sunday. So let's dive into the political news. We have a bunch of political news to get to, all of you. So let's get started with this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. I hope you all enjoy watching. I'm Riley King. First up, Shaheen endorsed by American Postal Workers Union Manchester Local 230. The American Postal Workers Union Manchester Local 230 has endorsed Senator Jeanne Shaheen for re-election to the U.S. Senate, saying that she has long supported the U.S. Postal Service and its workers. The local representative 800 workers across the state, the Shaheen campaign said Friday. It's official. New record was set Tuesday for ballots cast in a state primary election. 304,671 votes were cast. 90,322 of them were absentee ballots. In 1st District U.S. House race, Mowers proposed 6 debates with incumbent Pappas. Republican 1st District U.S. House nominee Matt Mowers is proposing 6 debates with Democrat incumbent Chris Pappas. Former Governor Steve Miller, remembered for sense of humor, love, and family in New Hampshire. Memorial service was held on Friday outside the State House. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Adam Sexton and Tim Callery.
Protect your home and family for years to come with a new roof from Queen City Roofing. The entire crew takes pride in giving the best customer service, excellent job site cleanup.
The tears flowed easily for a governor whose friends, family, and connections with everyday Granite Staters were more important to him than his political agenda.
I don't intend to be downbeat. I intend to be upbeat today. I really think that's the way Steve would have wanted it.
Senator Kelly Ayotte recalled Merrill's humble approach when he was first appointed the state's attorney general and raised her eyes skyward to honor her political mentor.
And Chairman, I just want to tell you that I'm going to miss you so much.
Merrill was a gifted public speaker. His former law partner, retired Supreme Court Chief Justice John Broderick, called him the most charismatic politician he's ever seen.
Steve Merrill was a politician who wanted to win you over, not knock you over. We could learn from him.
A final tribute came from Merrill's oldest son, Ian.
Thank you to all of the true American heroes in this world. And we will never forget you. And thank you, Dad. Thank you.
While Governor Merrill is remembered for his smile, Governor Craig Benson said he could deliver what he called a 100-pound stare when he needed to make a point. And it's that stare that's memorialized in Governor Merrill's portrait on the second floor of the State House. Governor Benson saying it now stands as a reminder to future leaders of New Hampshire to do the right thing. Reporting in Concord, Adam Sexton, WMUR, News 9.
Thank you to you, Adam. Tim Callery continues our coverage now with more from the friends who shared Merrill's secret to connecting with people.
Well, there are a lot of tears shed at today's ceremony, but there was also a lot of laughter as people who knew Governor Merrill on a more personal level shared memories of a man who they say was truly genuine at heart. Governor Stephen Merrill was known as someone with a real passion for New Hampshire.
Like many Granite Staters, the governor was very enthusiastic sportsman, loved the outdoors, loved the shooting sports. We did a lot of that together, and just really kind of part of that New Hampshire thread that you feel in the state.
Merrill was the first governor to serve as an alumnus of UNH, something he was very proud of, says Jim Rivers, Merrill's former press secretary.
He wanted to do what was right for the people of New Hampshire. He loved New Hampshire. He loved the fact that he was the first governor to graduate from UNH and become governor. So he was all about New Hampshire.
Rivers says Merrill was above politics and partisanship.
He could go toe-to-toe with the Rick Tromleys of the world and the other party, and then go across the street and have a beer. And that's the way it was back then.
Colleagues who attended Friday's memorial say Merrill expected loyalty from his staff, and he also gave it, forming relationships not just as a boss, but also as a friend.
Incredibly intelligent, dedicated to his family, loved this state.
Jim Merrill, who served under Governor Merrill, says he was successful because he led by listening to the people.
He had a relatively short, window as governor. That's 4 years. But he really changed the state for the better in that time, and 25 years later, we're still talking about him.
And everyone who attended today's ceremony said Governor Merrill's legacy will truly live on in the halls of the State House. Reporting in Concord, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire Troopers Association backs Phelps over Sununu in November election. 2 years ago, NHTA endorsed Sununu. This year, it's Phelps. Citing the most difficult contract negotiations ever, the New Hampshire Troopers Association announced it is endorsing Democrat Senator Majority Leader Dan Phelps over Governor Chris Sununu in the Governor General election. Governor Chris Sununu had a busy day on Saturday. On Saturday, Governor Chris Sununu had a busy day. Sununu was all over New Hampshire yesterday. Governor Chris Sununu started his day off at the Wandering Moose Coffee and Gift Shop in Twin Mountain with Rep. Aaron Tapier Hennessy, where they had a cup of coffee. After having a cup of coffee with Rep. Aaron Tapier Hennessy, Governor Chris Sununu's next stop and visit was in the town of Carroll, New Hampshire's beautiful new municipal complex. Sununu said this facility got it all. A new library, historic society, food pantry, community room, and all with public safety of offices right nearby. An awesome project done right. After being in the town of Carroll, Governor Chris Sununu had some lunch at the 405 Pub and Grill in Laconia, New Hampshire. Sununu said one of the state's top Keno dealers, "Thank you to David Henrik and the entire team for having me. It's 405 somewhere." After having lunch, Governor Chris Sununu's next stop and visit was at the New Hampshire State Parks at Franconia Notch for ribbon cutting. Sununu said Franconia Notch are among New Hampshire's most beautiful spots. It was my privilege to join members of the Old Man of the Mountain Legacy Fund for today's ribbon cutting for a new wheelchair-accessible fly fishing dock, the final phase of the park's Memorial Plaza. After the ribbon cutting, Governor Chris Sununu visited a business at Iron Marina in Alton Bay, New Hampshire. Sununu said the business is booming, one of their best years ever. I stopped by for a quick tour with Joe Kenny this afternoon. Thanks to Bruce for showing us around. The last place that Governor Chris Sununu visited was at Concord's new T-Bones is open. Sununu said restaurants across the Granite State, including the entire Great New Hampshire Restaurants family, have taken inconsiderate appreciation in line with our COVID-19 guidance to ensure safety, enjoyable experience for all. Looking forward to seeing T-Bone's success. And that was pretty much Governor Chris Sununu's day yesterday. A very busy day for him. President Trump set to visit 3 western states. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
Taking off for a western swing. 3 states over 3 days, where the campaign and national crises meet.
President's second term. Can I keep America great?
Tonight's rally location near Carson City, Nevada, is a backup option after several sites canceled or refused to hold the Trump events, concerned about violating state restrictions that limit gatherings to 50. Adding to the administration's conflicts over COVID rules and public messaging. Politico reports that HHS communications officials, some without medical training, demanded early access and revisions to CDC reports on COVID in an effort to match the president's public optimism.
We're rounding the turn. You see what's happening?
In emails obtained by Politico, the communication aides requested some reports be modified because they believed they overstated the risk of COVID in children. They also forced a delay of a report that showed the risks of hydroxychloroquine, a treatment promoted by the president, outweighed the benefits. And they tried to restrict other health officials like Dr. Anthony Fauci from speaking out.
No one is ever going to pressure me or muzzle me to say anything publicly. So whoever that person was that wrote that memo, it was a waste of an email.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channels.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And that does it for this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. Thank you for joining us for this Sunday edition of Politics with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Sunday, everyone. I'll see you back here next Sunday for another edition of Politics with Riley King. Have a great week ahead of you, everybody. Goodbye.